Well, good morning, you lovely people. Welcome back to the grumpy old git in the corner. Not so grumpy today because it's another beautiful day. But hey, let's get into what I'm seeing out there. Now, yesterday it was reported that unemployment had risen to 3.9%. Sounded bad, but that's only 1% up in the last 3 months. So they're kind of twisting the figures there a little bit. But they keep saying there's a labour shortage. Now, this to me doesn't add up. We've got 1% extra unemployment. Now, heaven forbid that this could be people on the sick that have been made ill and incapacitated by certain medical procedures. That's a possibility, isn't it? Or maybe it's the ones that are out of work because with what the government's been implementing, their company has folded. The company they work for has gone out of business. Forced closures of small businesses. Couldn't be either of them now, could it? It's never their fault though, is it, really? It's a bit like the question over food. And they're going to talk about this in the House apparently. Someone brought it up the other day. With most basic food products having doubled in price in the last year. And there's even some of the bigger food outlets, I'll put it that way, are now being investigated for price fixing, which basically is ripping off the public. But it does seem strange that mainstream media are only pointing to this price rise at baby food, baby milk. That's mainstream media's idea. Back in my day, you got a tit shoved in your face and away you went. Whatever happened to doing that? It's natural. Mind you, if the mother's got a bad immune system, as many will have nowadays, that's going to be passed on, I suppose. Maybe that's the fear. Maybe that's why they all want baby milk. But for those that can breastfeed, natural feed, go for it. It does leave more milk for those that can't, because unfortunately there are women out there, and I say women in particular because obviously men cannot fucking breastfeed, as some idiots seem to think nowadays. But there are some women out there for one reason or another, mainly medical, that can't. So yes, they need this formula. But yeah, let's bring back breastfeeding. Tits aren't for mothers just to make fucking money on OnlyFans, Oh, hello. An alert coming in. I've been getting a few more alerts lately, whether it's shook up the faceless cowards, I don't know. But right now, I'm going to say a little bit on something I've brought up a couple of times in the past. I've had some emails and some messages about this, about mobile phones and what's happening with one particular provider next month, which is Vodafone, which does concern me because one of my phones is Vodafone. Now, oh, excuse me, I must stop smoking in the mornings. Well, I must stop smoking full time, really. But now, next month, Vodafone have sent out messages to their customers, and it's been on mainstream media as well, that they'll be turning off certain services. Basically, if you're on Vodafone, they're telling you that you won't get anything unless you are actually receiving 4 or 5G through your phone. Now, obviously being a bit concerned about this, I had to go up the town the other day, so I called in the Vodafone shop up there to find out what the fuck's going on. Now, what it is, Vodafone will not be providing, I can't remember what the date is next month, but from that date in June, they will not be providing Wi-Fi coverage on 2 and 3G. It will be on 4 and 5G only. Now, the way they're putting it out, this sounds like if you haven't got a 4 or 5G phone, it ain't going to fucking happen. It ain't going to work. It will. I've been told this by Vodafone. Okay. Now, many people that are contacting me are the ones that are still using old phones, like the old Nokia 510s or like these. But what they're actually doing is just turning the Wi-Fi access off from 2 and 3G. Well, most of these old phones haven't got Wi-Fi anyway, and people use them because they don't want any of the shit that comes out on the internet. They don't want these silly fucking emergency alerts. I don't want them, my phone won't get them. But your phones, these old ones on Vodafone, will continue to work as they are doing now. Don't worry, you won't get cut off. So if you only use it for calls and texts and you're on 2 and 3G on an old phone, you will still continue to get the same service that you've been getting. This doesn't affect any other providers. As far as I know at the moment, it's only Vodafone that's doing it. But be warned, in the future, others could follow suit. If you're on Virgin Mobile Services, your system is going to have a bit of a change as well. Nothing to do with how it works or anything like that. But if you're Virgin Mobile Services, you will be switching over to O2. This is all being done automatic. You'll receive your last bill from Virgin, and then you'll get your next one from O2. It seems like O2 are buying Virgin out, Virgin Mobile. So check your bill for changes. Some tariffs may go up, some may go down, some will stay the same. But the biggest change seems to be over the data. Now, Heather's on Virgin Mobile. She's got a letter there. And she will be paying exactly the same for what she's got. The only difference is the data allowance goes up from, I think it's 2 gig to about 29 gig of data a month. Just shows that they want everybody on the internet. They want everybody to be tracked, traced, be contactable. But just word of warning, people, yeah, your old phones won't get cut off. It's only Wi-Fi access. That's what I've been told by Vodafone. We know big corporations can lie. Right, I'm going to leave it there for today, folks, because that one's took it on a bit, giving that out. Don't worry about the bird flu, as they're saying. There's only 2 cases so far, but no doubt they'll try and accelerate that. And if anybody around my age, maybe a bit younger, can remember a cult film back towards the end of the 70s, I think it was, called The Warriors. Well, that's actually on TV tonight on Freeview. I think it's 5-star. It's a good film if you haven't seen it before. Well worth a watch. Alright then, guys, well, I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm going to try and get out the back and enjoy some of this beautiful weather. And I will see you all tomorrow. And I will leave you with my thanks for your support for this here little channel. Grumpy Git really does appreciate it. And as always, stay safe. Stay stay strong. Don't let these arseholes put the fear in you. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. We create our own fear. Respects, people.